What's going on, everyone? Jeff back with another video. So right up here at the top, this top line, I want us all to take a quick look at the movement of the indexes today, okay? The Dow Jones lost 800 points over here in the far left. At one point today, it traded off 1,000 points. This is down about 2.78%. S&P 500 down 3.5%. And the NASDAQ, that's the technology index, got hit the hardest, probably telling us that tech stocks are a little overheated. It is down right around 5%, 598 points today. Pretty much everything in my portfolio was bright red today. I was seeing losses of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12%. And I knew this was coming. I knew ever since Apple and Tesla split, stocks have just been so hot, running into all-time high after all-time high. We were due that. As a matter of fact, I made a video yesterday about how to short stocks on M1 Finance to kind of prepare people for situations like this. Today probably would have been a good opportunity if you had any short positions to cover on them. I don't know if we're going to get multiple days of this. I really don't think we should. I don't think we'll repeat another 800 point loss unless some big news hits, but it is kind of a tragedy because NIO updated their August delivery numbers and they were outstanding today. NIO dropped news about their August deliveries before market open this morning, and unfortunately the sell-off wave of the market was just too strong, and NIO took about a 6% loss today. Looks like it's down another 1.18% after hours, and there's probably two things at play here. Number one, Tesla is also selling off very hard. As we all know, the EV automakers kind of trade as a family, but especially Tesla and NIO, they kind of trade together, they kind of sell off together. So while Tesla is selling off so massively, I have been noticing the sell volume on NIO has been going up. And of course, like we just looked at with all the indexes, the entire market was pretty much down today. I think maybe I had maybe 3 or 4 stocks that were green, but everything else was deeply in the red. Everything was overheated. We seen Tesla and Apple make these ridiculous runs into their split, and then even Apple run a few days green after the split. And now it looks like Tesla is trading into $400. But even here on Monday, it did trade up for a little while when it first split. It was almost back up to $500 a share and now has lost about $100 worth of share value. And Tesla, honestly, guys, it has just moved too far, too fast. It's time for it to cool off. This is what I've been warning about all along. Even some of the videos I made about should you be buying Tesla at $2,000 a share. Tesla is basically trading at $2,000 a share pre-split. Okay, that's what $400 a share after the split would be. What we're going to talk about in today's video, we're going to go over NIO's August delivery numbers. Very good news. It kind of sucks that it didn't reflect in the stock price today, but there's a lot of positives to cover there. And then we're going to go over my EV automaker watch list, okay, as I'm building a watch list for all the electric vehicle makers. Look at how some of those companies have progressed or dropped back a little bit this week, and touch on some news. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate all the support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Alright, so let's dive into these delivery numbers. And keep in mind, guys, the big sell-off in the market, don't get down about that. Look, I know some of you are patient. I know I have subscribers here on the channel that sit back and wait for opportunities. So maybe perhaps we do get a couple days where the market sells off. Look at that as a good opportunity to jump in some of these stocks you've been wanting to get in. NIO delivered 3,965 vehicles in August 2020. That is a new monthly record, representing a 104.1% year-over-year increase. Good job, NIO. They are kicking tail right now. They've also delivered 21,667 vehicles total in 2020. That is an increase of 109.9% year over year. And why that metric is so good is because we still have 4 months left in the calendar year. So there's no telling where that number is really going to end up. But 2020, while it has seemed like it's been a pretty bad year for most people living in the US, it's been a fantastic year for NIO and Tesla. The cumulative deliveries of the ES8 and the ES6 reached 53,580. You got to remember too, when NIO first IPO'd, they had sold just a handful of cars when they first came onto the market. So that was probably about 2 years ago now. This company has progressed so much and has come so far in 2 years. And to be honest, once I see this and I can really start to see the consistency in this company, I can tell you that the stock is undervalued. I think it's going a lot higher than $20 per share. And then William Bin Lee, he's the founder, chairman, and chief executive at NIO. Let me read you his statement quickly. He said, in August, we achieved our best ever monthly performance on both deliveries and order growth. As we continue to improve the production capacity for all NIO products, our monthly capacity will reach 5,000 units in September to support our future deliveries. With the closing of our recently announced ADS offering, we have further enhanced our balance sheet and optimized our capital structure to be better prepared for the acceleration of our core technology development, autonomous driving in particular, and the global market expansion in the future. I have not talked about this in my most recent video, and what he's referring to took place back on August 31st, where NIO priced its secondary offering of 88.5 million American depository shares, each representing one Class Ordinary share at $17. The company initially planned to sell 75 million, but the underwriter's over-allotment was an additional 13.275 million shares. Now, this was the statement taken shortly after the secondary offering. As for the gross margins, with a strong momentum of quarterly deliveries, vehicle average selling price, reduction of battery pack and other BOM costs, and improvement of manufacturing efficiency, our gross margin has substantially increased in the second quarter. And of course, when we covered the last earnings report, we did see that their profit margin, while it's still negative, has been making a lot of strides towards being positive. The company is seeing a lot of growth and they're trimming up their efficiency. So it's crazy to think that someday NIO could probably be one of the best fundamental stocks on the market if they continue this trend. Okay, the vehicle margin and gross margin reached 9.7%, 8.4% respectively, and that was far above their previous guidance of 5 and 3. They will continue to improve our gross margin and expect our vehicle margin and gross margin to both exceed 10% in the second half of this year. So they're setting the bar high, and if unit sales and capacity sales are any indicator, I think both of those metrics should be met. Now you will see NIO shift into a far less volatile stock, a much more solid trading stock, and even more support from hedge funds, once they really cross that threshold and become more of a profitable company. So in my opinion, this is probably one of the most exciting companies you can possibly be invested in right now. And I'm just proud to say we were lucky enough to get in this as the transition was happening. Okay. Then one other little tidbit I'm going to throw in here, guys. This was also published this morning. Credit Suisse raised their price target on NIO to a street high $25 from $17.50. And so despite great delivery numbers and despite this big time upgrade in price guidance from Credit Suisse, NIO ended the day trading off. Now, don't get it confused though. Everything that took place today was very, very positive. And I too personally need to update my price target. I'll probably do that here in the next week or so, where I published a video. I'm sure most of you have already watched it, where I mentioned, is NIO going to be going to $20 this year? Well, we've already hit that mark. And I think once the market stabilizes a little bit, NIO is going to be trading around $20. And who knows, it might blow right past it. If this news would have hit on a normal trading day, I believe we probably would have seen an 8, maybe 10% gain on the stock. So just a really, really, really positive day for NIO that did not show up at all in the stock price. All right, now lastly, guys, let's take a quick glance at my EV automaker watch list. So there's 3 companies on this list I'm personally invested in. Obviously, I'm in Tesla and NIO. I've also taken a small position in Nikola. Let's check out and see how they run this week. And in 5 days time, it looks like it's sold off every single day. So probably get an opportunity to cost average down a little bit. I think my cost basis was around $44. And so I am currently taking a loss on nickel. Like I said, it was a very, very small position. I bought with one of my fractional brokers. And keep in mind, guys, I need your help. Okay, anybody watching this video, I would appreciate it if there's any EV automakers that I've left off this list to go down to the comment section and tell me about them, okay? So far, this is my list. We got Solo, HCAC, XPEV. They actually IPO'd just a couple days ago. We got Li Auto, Arcimoto, NIO, Workhorse Group, Nikola, and Tesla. I've also thought about taking a position in Workhorse Group too. Let's take a look at XPeng. And so they hit the market on the 27th, just a couple of days ago. Looks like it traded around $24 and $25, and then since that time has just sold off, now trading at $20 a share. So I'm sure some people coming out of the IPO are probably selling off shares of the stock, but you also might see a big impouring of institutional investors too. So that's all I got for the video, guys. Like I said, make sure to mention any stocks that I don't have on the EV watch list. If you don't mind, please help me out with that. Thank you as always for watching the video, and have a great day.